conversation with De'Aaron about breaking the all-time assist record, and just what are your thoughts on that for Sacramento era, him taking over Mike Bibby's spot as the all-time assist leader here?
It's huge. We didn't have a conversation about it in advance, but I think it's a testament to everything that he's been through since he's been here, and his ability to grow as a player and to put his name in the history books. Obviously, he's all over Sacramento history, but I think to do it in this way in winning fashion is big time.
Harrison, bouncing back from Wednesday, what was the key for that tonight? And obviously, the third quarter kind of got you that 29-point lead. Just how crucial was that?
It's big. I think for us, kind of like I said in advance of that game, we've had some good wins followed by sometimes some ugly losses. And I think for us, it's just trying to find that consistency. I think we're still working towards that. We're still trying to grow in our maturity in terms of just approaching every game the right way. And even if we're going to lose a game, I think it's losing on our style of play. So, it's good to see us getting back to how we play.
Harrison, you've played with a lot of great players in this league over your career. Domantas Sabonis seems to have just normalized a double-double, and now he has 18 triple-doubles, I believe, as a member of the Sacramento Kings. Do you think, whether it's just the NBA circles or whatever, it just takes what Sabonis does for granted because he does it so often?
Absolutely. I think sometimes even, local media or local fans, I think when you just see a guy who comes out there every single night and you just see that type of production, you can just almost, like you said, take it for granted. And I think for us as a team, we see the work that he puts in, the work that he, does on his body to make sure that he's available, every single night. And it's just a testament to his commitment to being out there. I think you saw that last year, obviously playing through injury, still going out there, putting up that same production. And this year, continuing to do the same. I mean, that's huge for all of us. Anytime that we feel like we may, not be 100% to kind of push through.
I got two for you, HB. First, defensively, what was different tonight for you guys?
Really just trying to be physical. Obviously, we're fouling a lot, but I think that trying to be on the side of being more aggressive is big for us, because when we've let teams settle in, get comfortable, just kind of have their way offensively, that's when the wheels have kind of come off for us this season.
And the second is biggest bugaboo for you guys are back-to-backs this year. Just you haven't won one. What's going to be key tomorrow, especially it's the best team in the Western Conference coming into your house?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's obviously I look at the tape about the last time we played them, but once again for us, I think it's a matter of where we put up a stand defensively. Are we going to start off the game, like we did tonight, even though, like I said, we were fouling, but just being aggressive, dictating what we want to happen and make sure they feel us, or is it, we're going to try to just outscore teams, and then in the third quarter see, what we can try to do after a team is, put up 50 or 60 points in the first half.
Yeah, Harrison, specifically when it comes to your three-point defense, Phoenix goes 5 of 25 from three. Just how big was that in this game, and what do you feel like led to that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, they have, great players in Book and KD, and, they have shooters out there. So for us, just trying to get them off the line, trying to make them, work for shots. I mean, they're still going to make shots. They're still going to do what they do. But how can we just eliminate one or two possessions here or there? Each guy trying to take it upon themselves to try to make them work just a little bit more. And ultimately, it came out to a great defensive effort from three-point line tonight.
Harrison, as of tonight, you guys got 4 wins on this game's 6-game homestand with one more to go. How important was that, at least to get that 4th one, going into tomorrow's game?
I think it was more so just responding, after last game. When we watched the tape, there were a lot of things that happened in that game that were uncharacteristic of what we've been trying to become. And I think for us, it was just a matter of getting back to the basics and putting out a good effort. We feel like if we play our style of basketball and we compete the right way, that we're in any game. We can compete with anybody. And I think that was our biggest focus coming tonight, rather than trying to say, this is how many games we have left at home, or, where are we at in the month, or the standings, or anything like that.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks. Harrison, tengo una pregunta en español para ti, muchacho.
Por supuesto.
¿Cómo te sientes después del partido?
El partido fue muy bien.
Le preguntara 5, pero nada más te voy a dar una.
Repita, por favor.
Chris me dijo que te preguntara 5 preguntas, pero nada más te voy a preguntar una. Gracias.
Tengo conversaciones con él todos los días y él es muy divertido.
Go to Jim Conlan.
Hi, I'm Harrison. I'm just wondering, in an 82 games regular season, how do you break that down? Do you break it down into groups of 10 and then reassess?
No, I wouldn't say 10. I mean, obviously there's a debrief after every game, but honestly, you could say each week. I mean, you have 3 to 4 games a week. You say, look, coming into this week, how are we looking? How do we want to be at the end of this week? What are the key things that we want to focus on? And then at the end of that week, you say, okay, well, how do we execute on those? Our 3 top priorities, did we nail them? Were we 1 for 3, 0 for 3, 3 for 3? What was our win-loss record? Obviously, that is an indicator, but how are we doing on the little things? Because you can still win games not executing the right way, shooting a ridiculous percentage, but when you're shooting 45%, when the other team, gets hot and all of those little things matter, can we still win? So for me, I think you look at it from a week to week basis, 3 to 4 game stretches, have our priorities, and see if we're executing on those.
And finally, for me, Harrison, in terms of the other teams in the Western Conference, do you take much notice in terms of the business that they've done in off-season, or is it more concentrating on yourselves?
Oh, I mean, it's concentrated on ourselves. I mean, around the league, East, West, I mean, everyone, we say the same things every single year. Everyone got better. Everyone was loaded, all these different things. But at the end of the day, look, everyone's got NBA players. And it's a matter of who's going to come together the quickest and who's going to do the little things on a consistent basis to win games. And you look at the teams that went deep in the playoffs last year, they execute on those things. They did that on a consistent basis. They had guys that stepped up, that came in and executed for, 5 to 10 minutes that ended up winning a lot of games for them. So I think for us during the year, it's how many of those games, how many of those possessions can we steal throughout the course of the season that can put us in a better position towards the end.
All right, just do a couple more.